Biggie wrote a song saying one time, more money, more problems. I got to tell you something, that boy wasn't never lying. But I'll tell you the truth right now. The problems I got right now, I take them. Because the problems I had when I was homeless, I don't want them no more.
Better or worse, I don't know, but totally different.
Right.
In your case, if you'd stayed doing what you're doing, you'd have a lot of money and still been miserable, right?
Right. What steps did you take as you navigated challenging your belief systems daily, especially in the beginning, when you didn't have enough momentum to internalize the new and improved belief?
It's your time and it's your turn, but you're going to have to be willing to endure the temporary struggle. You're going to have to be willing to deal with the negative chatter in your head because it's not going away. You got to manage it. You got to confront your fears. You got to confront your doubts. Success is not going to be handed to you. Nobody owes you anything, but you owe you everything. You owe it to yourself to hang in there. When it gets hard, you owe it to yourself to get up every day and grind. You don't have time to focus on what other people are saying. You don't have time to focus on what other people are doing. Experiencing a failure feels like a loss, but it's not failure as your teacher.
See, money gonna change your life a little bit, folks. All of you gonna get more, but you gotta ask for it. It's like this young lady said, I said, you have not because you ask not. Listen to me. The Bible says you have not because you ask not. It didn't say you have not because you don't make enough. It didn't say you have not because your credit ain't straight. It simply say you have not because you ask not. But you don't ask because you ain't got that together. When you ask God for something, quit tripping. He got it from Him. Well, Lord, if I could just stay with Him a little bit longer, maybe you don't need Him.
You know, and probably your great lady over here would be feeling miserable because she loves you so much and she'd be feeling your misery, wanting to figure out what to do. But you made that decision. The most important decision you can make above any on the face of the earth is deciding that no matter what happens in your life, no matter what happens, you're going to live in a beautiful state. What the hell does that mean? It means that you're not going to suffer. It means a beautiful state is that you're going to be happy, but that's only one. Or you're going to feel creative, or you're going to be passionate, or you're going to be in awe of something, or you're going to feel love. Any state that's a beautiful state is really the core essence of who you are without fear, right? All of our suffering as human beings, and I deal with people all the time. I mentioned you off camera, two people I coached yesterday. One's a presidential candidate, and the other one is a rap superstar, right? But both on the same day.
Maybe he the reason you ain't got nothing now. Well, I don't want to leave him because I've been with him 8 years. Well, hold up. Whoa. You want 8 more years of this? Let his monkey ass go. But now, God can't give you what you want because you want to hold on to what you got. You all in the way. Now you telling him how to bless you. You can't tell God how to bless you. It's a simple process. The only reason I'm telling you this, because this is how I made it. I just do me. I'm just being me. I stay uniquely who I am because you are okay just the way you are. Because God made you uniquely who you are. He wanted you to be just like you are. I mean, really, man. If you look at life and just step outside for a minute and quit tripping, it's
working for you behind the scenes, preparing you for your next win. There is no time like the present to fight for what belongs to you, your toughs. Moments are preparing you for your biggest victory. Go after what you want and expect to get it. When you are serious about hitting your goals, you don't quit when it gets hard. I don't care how many times you try again. I don't care how many times you've heard no, ask again. I don't care how many times you fall. Get up, you don't stop when you get frustrated. You pursue for as long as it takes. So I have a question for you. Are you disciplined enough to keep going?
And without naming any names, people that have everything, by your point of view, most people's point of view, they have the fame and they have the love and millions of people love them and they have great economics, financial freedom, and they have homes and they have the fashion, they have everything. They're the I can't tell you how many of them are miserable. The majority are miserable. I'm not bullshitting. I'm the one who gets the phone call from the vast majority. When I say miserable, they're so used to it, some of them don't even realize they're miserable, but most do. They get in a place where it's like, how do I keep this up? How do I keep outdoing myself? How do I, I built these 32 companies, how to keep all 32 going and make them all grow every single year. And that's not how life is, right? And then they worry about what will people think? What will they do? So the decision to say, I am not going to suffer, that if suffering arises, pain's one thing, suffering's another.
Okay, again, a lot of this goes back to the big breakthrough for me was brain science. And I'm laying on the floor of my unfurnished apartment. I'm in a dark place in my life. I'm not happy. I don't know how to make my dreams come true. I'm very worried that I'm not enough, that I'm not smart enough, I'm not capable enough. This is in my early 20s. And I don't remember, I think it was something that started in college, but I don't remember exactly what made me decide that I was going to read about the brain. But I did. I decided I was going to read about the brain. And in reading about the brain, I started coming across this idea of brain plasticity. And this is in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I gotta believe that millionaires have a certain habit. Right. I gotta believe that they sleep so many hours. I gotta believe that they know their craft. I gotta believe they're passionate. That, and so when I take my goal, instead of looking at my goal and asking how much money can I make, I've got to ask myself, what things do I need to do every single, from 8 to 9, what should I be doing to be a millionaire? From 9 to 10, what should I be doing? From 10 to 10, 15, what should I be doing? And that's why I wake up every morning at 3 o'clock, because for me, it's okay, Monday do this, Tuesday do this, Wednesday do that. And if I do those things, I'm guaranteed to be successful. A lot of people ask me what time I wake up in the morning. And I think that so many young people, just because they've never been exposed to greatness, they're asking a good question. The great question should be, what time do you go to bed at night? The question is, what time do you go to sleep? And so every night, I try to go to bed, like literally in the bed, 8:30, 9 o'clock, wow. Sleep. Of course, I travel the world.
Can I tell you something? You ain't met the real you. Until you have to use your power, that's the real you. Many of you, you're like a superhero. Truth be told, you ought to rejoice. Because you have love, power, joy, power, faith, power. You also have comeback power. What is comeback power? Comeback power is the ability to overcome any obstacle, challenge, or difficulty. You have this innate ability. This instinct on the inside that you can come back from anything your human side quits everything quickly. You start a relationship on Monday and you quit it by Wednesday because y'all miscommunicate because you miss one text and it's over. That's your human side. But then you got this other side that come back from anything. There's a part of you that don't throw in towers.
It's being hotly debated amongst the smartest people on the planet as to whether or not it's real. And I decided one day, you know what, maybe it's not, but I'm going to act as if it's real. And in acting as if it's real, I ended up finding out that it actually is real because I was getting so much better at things. I was like, whoa, this is incredible. And so what I was doing was learning this information on the key insight that I was going to act as if I could get better at something, right? The thing I call the only belief that matters. I was going to act as if that were true. By doing that, I saw that it really was true. And now the belief took care of itself because I saw it empirically in the data. And that is the big thing for me, that I didn't need to believe I was special. I just saw that this process works. And so now my beliefs began to shift, not around magical thinking. They were shifting around what I was actually seeing and what I was reading about in the literature.
So of course I'm not going to bed every day at 9:30. But here's the deal. When I can, what happens is I create this habit that my body believes that, all right, 9:30, all right, you wake up at 3, which means I'm getting 5 to 6 hours of sleep, which is pretty good, right? But here's the trick. When I came to California, my body still woke up at 3 something because it's accustomed to going to bed at a certain time. My body doesn't really know what time it is. My body's it's not knowledgeable of time zones, right? My body just knows that this is the time we normally wake up. So I go to bed consistently early. I wake up early. Now, this is why I wake up. Now, if you're listening to me, you're an entrepreneur, you have to hear this. There are people who graduated magna cum laude. I didn't. There are people who were born into wealth. There are people who were born into a certain network. I wasn't. But here's the trick. Even though I don't have what they have, I can outwork you.
There's a part of you that never says die. There's a part of you that refuses to quit. There's a part of you that has long suffering. There's a part of you that when you get down to the couch, they count up to 8, they can count to 9, but 10, you are back on your feet. There's a part of you that no matter what comes your way, you just got to bounce back up. You can't stay down. No matter what it's thrown your way, you got something called comeback power. You've been through some stuff, means you had to face some stuff that I never seen, and you might be walking a little slow now, and you might just be chilling now. But little do we know, if we saw the videos of who you once was, if we saw you at younger days, we see you marching,